but I'm here now. I'm glad to see everybody in the camera lens somehow. Some people say there's no sound, some hear it around. I know that I look kind of different tonight. I got a different camera, it makes it like a different height. Alicia T hears me and so does Bacon. Language and humor has sound. I'm Brent J. Morici, and I hear each other, and Misa and Jim. How long will it take? Everybody, my name is Merton. It's Wednesday night. This is the Merton Show. And some people don't hear anything. I just don't know what to say about that. I'm so sorry. We'll see what we can do. I will be singing songs to the people of the lands. And tonight we're actually going to do a special little segment. We're going to attempt this for the first time ever. It's kind of in beta mode, so I don't know for sure what's going to happen. But I'm going to drop in and kind of troll actual chat roulette live while we're on the air, and you guys get to watch the results of what happens. Yeah, woo, beta. People love beta stuff. Okay, let's try this. Everybody who can't hear me, since there seems to be a substantial number of you, this might destroy the chat, but let's see if we can reach some consensus as to what you all share in common. Like maybe you all are using Google Chrome, or maybe you all are horrible people, or maybe you all don't have the volume turned up or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. There's so many people who seem to not hear, but some can hear quite well, so I would imagine that we can narrow this down to some kind of causal factor. We're not going to go to chat roulette just yet. Let's take a guest of the real show, meaning my show, which is the real one.
Why?
It's you, Lisa, she's on first again. She's got her guitar, that's how I know she's a friend. And she wears her commemorative top hat made of white crepe once again. That's why I call her Yumisa. Yumisa, how's it going today?
It's good. Yesterday was my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So, yeah.
Happy yester birthday!
Thank you. I was excited. Third time in a row, I'm actually first.
That's awesome.
But I was
you
prepared
must
this time.
Like your lead-off batter.
Yeah. I
So,
wanted
Yumisa,
to sing something, but
go ahead. What's on your agenda for tonight? Are you going to play for me, or am I going to play for you, or what's happening?
I wanted to play for you, but I'm really crappy with my guitar, so I was like, hey, I should try just singing, but then I would be like, I'm going to kill someone's ears. So that's why I don't know what to do.
You can do either one. I think people would be perfectly happy, because tonight, at no time, am I going to be playing guitar or singing as a woman. And so that's why probably they'll enjoy the variety in both directions. You can do either one, whichever one you think would be enjoyable.
Yay, I'll sing without guitar for the fans. No, I can't play. I tried, but I can't. Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it. Just sing. Yeah.
Yay! What you done to me, you better felt it. I tried to be cheap by us, hope that I melted. Run out to the ground, I forgot how it goes. I tried to get that. Before the cold down run out, I'll be giving it my best. That's enough, it's gonna stop me, but divine intervention. Back on it again, my turn to win some, but I won't hesitate no more, it can no way. I'm yours. I'm gonna keep it there.
That was really cool. I love that. What song is that? I know I've heard it before, and I'm probably just supposed to know what it is. I'm sorry.
It's Yours by Jason Mars.
Awesome. Well,
So yeah.
I don't know it really well enough to replicate it. I could kind of play what you just played, but do you have a separate musical request for me?
Well, you could try using the happy birthday song to sing something different.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Eunice. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for singing to me. Thanks for singing to us. It's actually pronounced Jason Mraz, but you can say it whatever kind of crazy Argentinian way you want. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's pronounced however you said it.
Well,
You
I don't know how it's pronounced. I just tried.
No, I'm sure you're righter than I am because I've never even known. I only just see it spelled and I'm like Mraz, you know. But strange. Yumisa,
Okay.
happy
you.
Yester birthday and thanks for coming on. And I'll see you many happy returns, as we say up here at the IRS.
Okay. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Good night. Tony McHugh, he looks like you. You look like me. He looks like he. Tony McHugh, he's in the queue. Cause I spell it Q-U-E-U-E. Sometimes, depending on the context, sometimes I spell it Q-U-E. Tony McHugh, what's new in your world?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing
Actually.
is new. Come on, our cells, our atoms, our very molecular structure regenerates on a daily basis. How can you not say it's something new?
Okay, if you want to go scientific, yes, then.
Oh, I do. Tony, is there anything I can play for you, or any stories from your recent life in which nothing is new? Anything old in your recent life that you would like me to craft into a musical sonic form?
I would like you to play The Fox, if you heard of it before.
I heard somebody mentioned it, and so I watched it, and it was like 2.5 weeks ago, and I think all the notes have fallen out of my memory cells. Are you able to play me a good example of it?
Yes, I can.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes crow, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go bluff, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
I think I understand.
Okay.
Okay, then. See, the ironic part is that's not even what foxes really sound like. Anyway, sorry. Tony came on and he's got nothing new. Just like the fox, he's got something to do. He knows that the chickens make bad boys just like the pigs and the others. He knows that the mooses always sing to the leader. They've been drinking beer. It's what Tony says. funny. I think that was a musically perfect version of the song. I don't know if I got all the words right, but I know all the notes were exactly right.
It was great.
Thanks for coming on, man, and introducing me once again to the Fox, and I'll have to check it out so that I remember more.
Okay.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night, dude. Nice seeing you again.
You too.
Okay, everybody, let's go see what's happening on Chat Roulette. Now, here's the idea. I'm going to go there, and the people on Chat Roulette will be able to see me and hear me. And you, if this works according to plan, will be able to see them, but not hear them. So hopefully they don't say anything important. We'll work on that. In 2015, the technology is coming to allow us to be able to have that heard. But if Lamp will turn on the section, the person who's called the victim, okay? The victim. So what I'm going to do to preserve all of your innocence is I'm going to look for people without you being able to see all of the many horrible things that I'm encountering. Although I will tell you that Chat Roulette is a lot cleaner than it used to be back in my day, back in 2010. Dude. See, there are a lot of still photos, though, so I have to kind of test each person out. Sorry, folks. It's in beta mode. You know, we'll work it out. It'll work eventually. She's got some painted spots on the wall behind that are made of. Yeah, she wasn't interested in that. Okay. You guys have no idea how big a part of my life this type of thing is, waiting around for, or used to be back in the Chat Roulette days. And I'm sorry that you have to just sit here and watch me as I click through various people. Most of it, it's just ads for other websites and stuff, you know. And then there's this guy. He's got a big can of beverage, and he talks to me, but I can't hear him that well. He tried to give me a bro fist, then this guy came on, and he continued the same bro fist, so that I didn't have to expire my first one. Then that guy showed up, and then these two. It's a still photo of a guy with tattoos and a kidney. I'm gonna take it off the screen again, and I'll be back in just a minute with a display for the audience. This guy's got a lot of shelves to organize his stuff, 'cause he keeps a life preserver. He's working in the lighthouse, he's in the Coast Guard. Might have to go outside and save some innocent stranger swimming outside of the lighthouse. And he can't understand me, 'cause his description tells me that he's in the Ukraine. And he's gone. He's got so many reflective glasses, he's from the west side. And they are a still photo, 'cause that's why they collide. We'll try for one more, and then I'll come back and hang out with all of you on the show. He consults his phone to see he's not alone. He's got me on one screen, I don't know if he can even hear me. Those other dudes seem to be able to hear me. Can you hear me, dude? Can you hear what I'm singing and saying to you? Just click off again. Folks, we'll revisit Chat Roulette in a minute. Let me get back my original screen so that I can communicate with all of you. Anyway, those were the victims. You were here for the beta testing of the original test run of the Gamma and Delta versions, and so that was the beta version. And I couldn't see any of the comments, so for all I know, I was just, nothing was on the screen the whole time because I had to close the window. You saw it here first. What I'm saying is, let's have another guest on the show. EMC squared, she's got a tripod with a camera or a phone, cause she's almost done making her stop motion animation, cause she gets paid all the time by these celebrities that she does all this work for. Aaron, how much is Rhett and Link paying their street team these days?
They don't pay anything. I wish they did.
They're not paying you. Okay.
No, they don't pay. I finished my one from last week, and I'm working on something new now. Sure. This is my one from last week. Done.
Very cool. So that started out as a bunch of individual component parts, and then they were like,
yeah.
And
then this week, I'm working on a little one. It's a beard.
Well, who's the beard for?
Wheezy Waiter?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Some people in the chat seem to know who he is.
Is that some YouTube celebrity or something?
I don't know if you want to call him celebrity, but he's a YouTuber.
Awesome. Well, apparently he's bearded, and people are crocheting his beard into ring form. EMC squared, what could I play for you tonight? In your ideal world, what would I cause to happen over here?
I would like a song about glitter in a gravy boat. In whatever style.
She calls it a gravy boat. She might not know what I mean when I say that I just wrote it down as being a tureen. Cause she put that glitter in so that she could have a glittery turkey. Even though they don't have turkey up there in Canada, cause it don't celebrate Thanksgiving. They're not giving, they're just living. Cause they're on the floor, and they sell it for. They've got a gravy boat filled with glitter. Please don't litter, cause their city's very she's making this sewing project for Wheezy Waiter or Walter or Waiter. I don't know what she said, but we're giving you props right now. She looks pretty good with a beard, but I couldn't see the name. Wheezy Waiter, Wheezy Walter, this person, huh? What?
Wheezy Waiter.
Waiter.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron,
Makes total sense.
you do some really nice work. It's awesome. I hope one of these days I get to hire you to make stop motion animation. I don't know if I can top the mega salaries that people like Wheezy Waiter, Rhett and Link are offering, but I'll see if I can match them.
Sure. You want me to make something? Just
Bitcoin
let me know.
or
I'm always
something.
looking
I'll
for
pay you
something new to make.
Awesome. Well, nice to see you again, and have a fantastic night. Creativity. Man came on, I recognized him immediately from his characteristic stance in the chair. He was askance. I never known what that means to look askance. Have you ever any idea what that means? To look askance?
No, I don't know what that means.
Well, no, it's in English, but I've never known what it means. Lamp,
Yeah.
how's your night going so far?
It's going pretty good. Been nothing much bad stuff, and I've been trying to get on the show for the past few weeks just to get you to sing one song.
And tonight you finally took control of the actual behind-the-scenes levers and dials and switches back there in the switch room to put yourself on camera. That's very clever.
Yeah, pretty much. It was all these levers and switches and knobs, buttons. It was just all the buttons. I mean, I've been trying to press them and trying to figure it out which one to go on, and it wouldn't work. Till today.
Too many buttons. It's like the control room of a 747 in there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There must be 50 ways to love your lever. So, Lamp, what can I play for you in an ideal world? What kind of songs would you like to hear?
Sail Away. I don't think you've been requested that one.
What is that, Lionel Richie? Commodores?
I'm trying to remember. Stitch.
Oh, Enya, that song. Oh, I hate that song. Are you talking about Come Sail Away by Styx, or are you talking about Sail Away, Sail Away by Enya?
Come Sail Away. Yeah, that
I
one.
would so much rather play it. Yeah, Orinoco Flow. There's the correct name of the song. I mean, I don't know if I hate the song. I hate the idea of me having to play it, so I'm glad we were talking about some other song anyway. I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea. 'Cause I've got to be free to face the life that's ahead of me. I'm board on the captain, so glide aboard, search for tomorrow on every shore that will try the best that we can to carry I'm sorry, Lamp. I didn't even make it to the good part. I'm not playing.
Oh, that's fine. Everyone in the
It's a
chat
song like
wants me
Tiny
to tell
Dancer. You know, it takes a long time to get to the big chorus part. You know.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, everyone in
Maybe
the
next
chat
time.
wants me to tell you Cartman version, but I don't know.
The Cartman version?
I have
I'm
no
not
idea which
familiar
one
with
that
that.
one is.
I distantly remember. I could probably try to. I don't do a very good Cartman imitation.
Yeah.
Well, Lamp, thank you for coming on, and thank you for running things behind the scenes and controlling the levers and the buttons that make Chat Roulette available to all of us here in the outside world, outside of Chat Roulette. And have a good night, dude. I'll see you next time.
Good night.
And just like that, Lamp was gone. We might see him later on in the chat. Can everybody hear me? People saying that they were able to hear me early on. Good, that's cool. Angelique, she can speak. She came on before my song. She's gonna show us all her costumes. She's gonna point to the sideburns she just grew this week for the first time. Angelique, you finally grew sideburns. Congratulations.
I did. Actually, I got into a fight with the spider and I lost. But the spider cheated because it started fighting me when I was asleep. So, yeah.
You have any guesses about what kind of spider it was?
Thankfully, it wasn't a brown recluse. That's what I thought it was at first, but I have no idea because I was asleep when it got me.
And you woke up and it happened. It wasn't like you woke up in the middle.
I woke up and I thought it was mosquito bite. It's like, oh, my face itches. That's fine. And it's been 2 weeks and it's just now starting to heal.
Wow. Did you have it officially diagnosed, or did you just?
I didn't. I didn't
it up
get
on the internet at least?
didn't go the. I guess I did a little self-diagnosis. But I had a couple of kinks in my health insurance, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed. That's why I couldn't go to a doctor just yet. But I'm feeling okay.
I found out the hard way
wrong.
that my insurance doesn't cover spider bites. Also.
Oh no. Sorry.
So Angelique, what can I play to lighten your mood and to speed your recovery?
Well, at first I was gonna ask you to play "Sail Away," but no, since you don't like that song, I want, if it's possible, you can sing a tune to "Memories" in your best operatic Merton voice. Memories from the Broadway show of Cats.
Oh yeah. Spiders, they came when she was sleeping. They were stealthily creeping on their 8 legs all night. She was bit, but she will get the coverage she needs because of our care of the spiders. Spider bite, spider bite, spider bite. Go away, don't attack her in the night. She's trying to sleep, you can't creep. Spiders screaming, they saw Angelique, and she will look pretty good. Decided to take a bite, maybe she tried to swat it in her sleep and it got mad. But sometimes spiders will defend themselves if you are mad. It's got a bunch of electronic surgery or something, I don't know. Angelique, she will recover fully, because the spiders are bullying, but she will prevail. When she takes off the Band-Aid, inconsiderately made only for Caucasian color skin types, she Sorry about that.
Oh my
I blame Johnson & Johnson, personally. Or Curad, or whatever you're rocking.
Oh my god, it made my cheeks hurt.
Now, do you remember there was a product that I don't think exists anymore, but it was a real product called Soul Aid in the 70s and 80s. It was supposed to be Band-Aids for people of color.
A couple weeks ago. None of those fit my skin type. It goes from light to like completely dark. It's like none of those would fit me. Like the in-between colors would be like reddish tone, and it's like, yeah. It's
well,
like
I noticed that the new trend is people having like really crazy, colorful like kids Band-Aids, so that it's almost like they're acknowledging that they have a Band-Aid by really drawing attention to it and kind of making it.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go get some of those glow-in-the-dark ones.
Angelique, thanks for coming on. I wish you have a speedy recovery, and look out for those little guys.
Thank you. Maybe I'll get superpowers. Who knows?
Superpowers.
Maybe.
See you later. Bitten by a radioactive spider, Angelique became weird, slowly, in a way that no one noticed at first. But 120 years later, they started to suspect something strange was happening with Angelique. I call it the biker dude from the 70s, from the village people. Dan Hex, what would you call that facial hairstyle?
I'd call it the biker badass.
Biker badass.
How's it going, man?
Good, Dan. How's your night been?
It's been pretty good. I had pizza and lots of it. I've just been drawing a picture. Because people are always asking me, like, if who takes who for a walk. So I drew a picture of my dog taking me for a walk, and there's you scratching your head in the background.
I
Like,
love scratching my
confused.
head. It kind of looks
You
like
just kinda-
Noel Gallagher taking a dog for a walk. That's the weird part. But I
Oh,
can
the
see the
dog's
Dan-ness
taking-
underneath. Awesome. Well, Dan, that's really cool. New characters for
Yeah, I
the
was
world.
thinking maybe have a song about the dog taking me for a walk. Yeah, you're just kind of confused by the whole situation of a dog walking a man.
As I so often am in life. Confused. Sam was a biker badass. He tried to take his dog for a walk, but the dog had other plans. Ricky grabbed the leash and held it the other way, so that Dan entered a parallel dimension. He was hung up by the leash suspension. Biker badass Dan, he looks like he's ready to kick some ass tonight. He's going to break it on and he will get it right. Drew a cool picture of dogs walking people and merchants scratching their head. And that is why I knew I was confused by the dog that he just said was walking dead.
I actually did your
Well done.
hand backwards as well. Like, I tried to correct it by putting the thumb on the other side, but actually that would be, yeah, that would be that. So, yeah.
That's how I scratch my head.
Oh.
No problem.
I'm happy with the
Very
dog.
nice, Dan. Well, dude,
Anyway.
thank you for coming on and showing us the product of your labor. And we'll see you next time, Biker Badass.
Still.
Folks, let's go revisit Chat Roulette. Let's find a victim for me to prey upon. No, let me get this right this time. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Now, bear with me. We'll get this together. People are clicking on and off, and this dude is laughing. He looks like he's listening to music, but he got off too quickly. And I'm trying to protect the children of tomorrow from seeing horrible things. Just kidding, there haven't been too many problems tonight. Even if you can't hear me at home, try to get it right. It's two dudes in a room, and one of them is left alone. I think he's talking into his beer on the couch. Hey dude, can you hand me that bottle of Gatorade behind you? And I'm gonna drink it on the web. See you popping around to my song. We might have to move along. Talking into a Mr. Microphone. Doesn't let me alone. Just give it another minute to breathe. I'm looking for another victim. 8 years of blue and years. She's got a pink string that she's playing with, and she's leaning side to side. She's trying to find the best arrangement for her hair so she can hide. She took the very pink string that's fluorescent. It turns out it's her earbuds. She's switching over to headphones that I'm gonna next her. This is another big part of the world of chat roulette, folks. The next button. Next. Yes, I would like to interrupt the conversation. You wouldn't believe how many times I've pressed the next button on chat roulette in my life, folks. Just wouldn't even fathom. Hello, can you hear me? She is wearing her white earbuds so she can hear me appropriately. She is leaning back in the dark of her room so that I could try and see. She tried to cough, but then she waited till the end of my song, which was not done just yet. But she will never forget why I came on. She pretended to rest her chin on nothing under her elbow, but I can't see that part. So she doesn't have to worry. I'm gonna sing and call it art. Let's take one more here. I'll man the next button over here. It's a view of a store. Can I buy one of those bracelets or bangles behind you? It's a bangle store in Bangladesh. It might be a still photo, but I actually suspect that we're about to see a live human being come walking into the frame. Realize they left the webcam on, but I don't know how long I can wait. Hey, dude, come on, walk in front of the camera and see what I'm talking about. I thought that would be a nice one in a store, but apparently it's not. So, all right. Sorry, audience at home, you have to wait for lots of boring footage. I'll try to be more entertaining over here on my camera. Look for people by clicking next while I try to send everybody a text. It's a lot of still photos of people you might often see. Like this fine upstanding young man, he wore his black t-shirt, wore his white earbuds, and that's how he can hear me every night. Just on a board, and he's gonna show me his home with apartments so that he can see the walls of his universe. He's gonna play guitar for me. Bust a jam, dude. I'll hear you soon. song, thank you so much. But negativity must be your major at school. It may be cool, but sometimes it might make you really alone. And you're not over here tonight. Get to handle everything that you have given will be taken. We will come back to that world, folks, and let's go back to normal Merton mode. Take the victim off the screen, and we'll get a real guest on. I'd like to thank especially our elves behind the scenes tonight for doing extra special work to make all that happen. Oh, good question. Yes, I'm sorry, you people couldn't hear what he was saying. He was just singing about the badness of the world. He didn't know who I was, and so, which is actually good. If the people don't know who I am, we can kind of surprise them in a better way. But I'm sorry, I knew I had to interact with him and that you wouldn't be able to hear it, but I felt that I needed to kind of listen to it. Let's ordinary guests now.
Hey, man.
Future Broadway is no ordinary guest. He is an extraordinary guest. He's bearded. He's not weirded. He is ready for Movember or Beardrember. Future Broadway, what's happening this week? How are you?
Not much. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
My night's going
Can you hear me
very
okay?
well thus far.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Good.
So, dude,
I
what
think-
could I play for you, or what would you like to share with me from your recent life experiences?
Well, I met someone who I'd like you to sing a song about, and I believe she's in the chat. Her name's Jenna, and she's an awesome person who works with animals, mostly dogs.
Okay.
And if you can, well, of course you can. You're Merton. Can you play a song called Jenna, the Hero of Dogs? She works at a shelter, and she helps train them to be adopted at a future time.
Jenna.
Jenna, yes. Thank you.
Thomas met somebody. She's a saver of dogs. She's a savior of cats. And if you bring her your anaconda, she'll see what she can do. But she likes the cute furry animals more. Jenna works at the shelter for animals. She was gonna have to wear her animals. She works at the shelter. She's organized, not helter-skelter. She likes to take care of the lives of the dogs and cats, and occasional chinchilla that may show up. She knows which end is down and which is up of every animal in the world. It's a song for Jenna down at the animal shelter.
Thank you, Merton. I appreciate that. And she
And
appreciates
very
it
nice
as
of
well.
you to dedicate that to her.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Thomas, what would you call your facial hair configuration? It's like a very wide goatee. It's like a goatee plus.
I don't know. It's a messy beard, I guess you could say.
Messy beard.
It's
Brought to you by.
really not all that groomed.
I see.
which,
I like it though. It's got a very distinct point of differentiation right there, and that's my favorite part.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Well, cool, dude. Thanks for dedicating that nice song to Jenna, and see you next time.
Thanks, All right.
I will live long and prosper. So we got another one so that he can show us the way that beards are done right. Tony, what I like about you is you always do beards right.
Well, thanks. I do my
Of
best.
all of the many
I-
beards I've ever seen you rocking, that's probably the best one. Right there.
I stole a laptop so that way I could be on the show tonight. Well, I didn't steal it. I
Yeah.
borrowed
Sometimes you got to do that. You know, you just run into Starbucks and there's some chick who's looking the other way, and you're just like, "What the king?" Pow, out the door. We've all done it. Come on.
it. So I decided for a change of scenery, I'd take you out to my garage. So here's my sweet workbench and a bunch of junk, and there's a quad and that kind of stuff.
Now, Tony, I'm a little bit
yeah.
worried. Now, why did I just see
What's
a
that?
for sale sign on the quad? What's going on?
Because my dad is giving me his Harley, and it needs to go in this spot. So I can't have this and a Harley. It's just not a big enough room. And if
We've all
everything
dealt
works
with that
out,
problem. Every time my dad wants to give me a Harley, I have to think, well, piano or Harley, what do I have room for? You know, it's hard. It's always a tough choice.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool, Tony. I mean, so, yeah, you're going to be doing a different kind of riding. You won't be riding around the backwoods anymore. You'll be on the street wearing a leather vest, spike bracelets. And whatnot,
Oh, yeah.
right? Cool.
You know it.
So, Tony, what can I play for you? Do you have any musical requests or wishes?
Well, while we were in Colorado in July, my wife got really inspired by just the scenery, and she painted this big painting, and I wanted you to take a look at it and maybe play a song about it. So, I mean, the
let's do
lighting's
that.
not that great, so I don't know if you can see it that well, but it starts over here, and it's just like it's kind of warm to.
Excellent. Wow, it's like
painting.
11 feet long or something.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's a big one. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't even fit it fully on the screen there. Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
great. It's
cool.
good enough that I understand what it is. That's beautiful. Casey went to Colorado. While she's there, she saw some nice scenery. That's why she came home and painted it in the garage. Tony supported her with showing her work on the internet to the world. And that's how she sold the big 8 or 9 footer that she made when it was unfurled. Cause it's a triptych, it's got many sections. Don't look now, Tony, but there's a little skeleton bee creeping up on you. Cause he's got a haunted garage. It's left from his days as a sarge in the army when the ghosts would visit him. Tony is showing Casey's painting that she was inspired to paint by coming to Colorado in July. That song is called Tony is Showing Us Casey's Painting that she was inspired to paint by coming to Colorado in July. It's kind of a long song title. The royalties are pretty slim on it, actually. But
It was a good time. Great time. We got to hang out with you. It was awesome.
woo! Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on and showing us your wife's work.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for hanging out in my messy garage and all of my awesome stuff out here. And playing a song
next time
about
we
it.
get to see the Harley.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully I'll be able to ride it down to Colorado for Merton Con 2014. So, yeah.
Tony, have an awesome night. I'll see you next time, dude.
Thanks, man. You too.
Pink hoodie Xena, she came on my screen. She acted surprised with her hands and then her eyes. Xena, how are you?
Awesome.
Xena, how's it going tonight?
It's awesome now.
And where are you in the world?
Tennessee?
Tennessee. Very nice. I've never been there. Can you believe that? Crazy. Terrible.
Don't come. It's kind of cold right now.
Oh, I'm sure it's brutal. I'm sure you're down to like -0 degrees Kelvin. Xena, do you have any musical wishes or anything I can play for you on this piano that I have conveniently situated to my right, your left?
Earlier, I was thinking Soft Kitty, but I don't want to go with Soft Kitty. How about we go with Yanni?
I don't know either one. I don't know a song by Yanni, and I don't know what Soft Kitty is. Tell me a little bit about Soft Kitty, and I'll try to do a Yanni-style song from my understanding of who he is as a human being. What is Soft Kitty?
Okay, so do you want me to sing you Soft Kitty?
Yeah, let's hear it. Go for it.
Because I can't sing. Okay. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Soft kitty, warm kitty, kitty purr, purr, purr.
Soft kitty, pink hoodie, warm and touched to her. Soft Xena, pink Xena, she's got hoodie on her. And the kitty song is one that I had never heard. But Yanni happens to be my next to last favorite bird. Xena wore a pink hoodie kinda light. She wore different colors so that I could clearly see. She pouted, cause she doubted my sincerity. But she's got a bearskin hug, hovering and covering the wall and door behind. Xena, do you have a bearskin back there in the background or what? Come on, it's crazy.
No, it's not a bearskin.
Oh.
It's a sheet I use for a window curtain.
Oh, I've heard of the sheets. I've heard of people using them. Yes. No, I understand.
Yeah, I don't know how to use the screwy thingy, so I just threw the sheet up there.
Xena, thank you for coming on. It was very nice to see you, and have a fantastic evening. See you next time. And remember, don't finish the whole jar of Nutella in one sitting unless you have some water to wash it down.
Save it for
Xena,
later.
I'll see you later. Folks, let's go back to chat roulette. Take me a minute to get it set up, but if we can kind of get the victim somehow situated somewhere that we can take advantage of them. Oh, I've done a horrible thing. I closed that chat roulette window that had everything nicely set up on it, but let's see if we can get back there again. Bear with me, people. Professional show business. This is what it's like. Professional show business. Allow my webcam in the chat window. Okay, there we go. Sorry, folks, I'm working on it. Oh, that was funny. I wish you guys could have seen and heard that. It was a guy lip syncing to this very dramatic country music, and he was pretending to sing it, but not really. It was actually pretty funny. I shouldn't just tell you about it. I'll have to show you. Waiting for a victim. I'll make my selection. They look... Ah, bummer. Okay. Looking for a partner for the Merton Show. That guy almost stayed and then he had to go. This guy is leaning back in, this guy is next to his curtain. I'll shield you from the world, people, cause you are not having to see all the things that I've seen in the world. This guy is in Colombia, it says. This person is in Mexico. I know that her glasses reflected in the screen so that my image would see just what I mean. She's got little Fruit Loops on the wallpaper behind her cause she put Fruit Loops on the wall. She is in Mexico with Lupos das Fuertes on the wall. Cause that is why she put the wallpaper behind her. So the camera wouldn't blind her. Good night. See, folks, sometimes you just have to cut your losses and abandon when you see that the person's not really going to develop the relationship in any kind of meaningful way. Even though she seemed like a perfectly nice human being, I've learned statistically people don't really respond in the first 20 seconds in a way that I can interact with. Not much I can do beyond that. I am not cold. Why do you ask? You are kind of bold when you get to the task. Your buddy's got a phone that he's not even using, and now I'm stealing it because it's the phone of my choosing. Cause they were on my screen and we all got the same phone. That's the kind of world we live in. We are not alone. They did a weird little sarcastic shimmy because their names are Jimmy and Chris. Jimmy and Chris, I'll see you guys later. Jimmy and Chris, we like them, don't we? Oh, great. Let's see. I wish you guys could hear. The people are not saying that much, but you are missing little bits of sort of backstory by the fact that you cannot actually hear what they're saying. Because I'm looking for another person, and I'm hoping that they're not rehearsing. Because I want that spontaneity, because they might come on and talk to me. Come on, say hello to me. This guy's in Argentina, he's almost asleep. Cause the nighttime demons were coming in his bed and they happened to just start to creep. And I'll say once again, I've seen a surprisingly low number of naked male dudes, which is great. This guy says he's in South Africa, cause he's African by birth. And he knows how much a doubloon's worth, or whatever to spend in Africa, Krugerrands or whatever. How is the weather in South Africa? You seem to be outside, cause I see shingles. Unless you mingled the shingles with your walls in your room. Cause you know that I didn't bring you doom, and I'm gonna have to give you the zoom. And if you are quiet, I'll let you smoke a smoke on my show. We usually don't let people smoke cigarettes on the show. And you don't even know what I mean when I say the show, but just imagine. And that's what it is. Dude in South Africa, if you have one message to the world, what would that message be? Nothing, he says. Okay, that's a good stance. You're a nihilist, as we say in English. Well, cool, dude. Thanks for hanging out and have a fantastic evening. I'll see you next time. I'm not going to see him next time. He doesn't know what I am. He doesn't know what the show is. Isn't that great? I could say horrible things to these people, and they're never going to be able to track me down. She's in Croatia, according to her automatic geolocator module. She looks like she can't quite hear me. I don't think she spoke English too well. I'll look for one more person, and then we'll come on. He is kind of... Anyway, we'll see what I can find. I'll leave you behind. I'll try to remind you every now and again that I know You should be thankful you're not seeing what I am seeing. It's the lowest of humanity. But I will see if I can raise the bar. Not show to, then show it to you. Let's see what the next person will do. People on the Merton Show, I'm sorry about all the waiting around. I try to get somebody who can see me and hear my sound. So I get around, I will come around again when I see you. Yawning, cause you're tired. Ooh, and crossing your eye in a very skillful way. I'm wired. It was pretty good. I wish that person would stay on. We'll do one more. Cause I got a good feeling about this next one. He's got a chest tattoo, that's how I can tell him apart from you. It says he's in Portugal, I've never been there, but he's a Steelers fan. He's got a plan. Okay, folks, that's the end of Chat Roulette for tonight. Let's take one more guest on the Merton Show and then call it an evening. I'd like to thank Lampus Maximus for pulling all the levers and buttons and dials and switches and knobs behind the scenes. Hello, Alfie. You look sideways like the kitty does, 'cause you're both looking to the side. Peripheral vision is what it was. Hello, Alfie. Cat bag, the tag's still on it, identifying it by name and saying where it was made. Elvie, how's your night going so far?
My night's been good. The show's been really interesting with the whole Chat Roulette thing.
Interesting sounds like something that you're saying as a euphemism for it really sucked tonight. The show sucked.
No, if it really did suck, I would probably just tell you that it sucked.
Oh, okay.
Like, honestly, I'm the terrible liar. Everyone knows that. But anyway, that's yeah. Like, see, my cat's so into watching you because
I'm over there for you.
Well, yeah, and he's shifty too, so.
Elvie, what can I play for you tonight?
Well, I wanted to play this song, which I know you absolutely won't know it. So I'm just gonna play it for you on my phone.
Okay.
And that's not like insulting or anything, but because it's a Japanese song sung by a Korean band, so I don't think you would know it.
Never know. I know a lot of Korean songs sung by Japanese bands, but I don't know about that.
But it's the other way around.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Can you hear that? That's it.
singing Jap on knees, cause she doesn't know that all Asian races are different. And she played the song for me, and I don't know the language, cause if she was singing it, then I might remember it. It's called Merton and Chatroulette, and it's one of my favorite old-time Japanese tunes from back in the day. It's from the Shinpao Emperor era.
Oh,
Alvy.
Yep, that was the best era ever.
That was
in the
one of my
history
favorites. I was gonna go with Dynasty, but Japanese, they don't like when you use that word Dynasty about their political.
Yeah, it's the Chinese do. So.
They get bummed about that.
He
Alvy,
approves of
thanks.
that song.
What's the cat's name?
Oh, I forgot the cat's name, but all it says on the back is "Pets at Work."
Pets at Work. I would think you had all your little friends named. I just figured you would have taken care of that by now.
I know he does have a name. Oh, there's a dog too. I think the dog looks the other way.
That's a good team. Alvy, thanks for coming on.
I'll look for his name next time.
Yeah, I just figured at night you were like, you have 87 stuffed pets in your room, and at night you're just like, good night, Elmo, good night, Grover, good night, John Boy, and you just kind of have a little good night session with all of them. That's why I figured you had a name.
Well, if I did that, that means like I'd probably take like an hour or 2 hours maybe, because I have about like 200 animals, stuffed animals, not animals.
You could just record it once and then play it, every bedtime. Just play the recording at night. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I will do that.
Alvy, very nice to see you again, and have a fantastic evening. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Good night. Everybody, that's the end of another Merton Show. Thanks for coming on and watching our beta testing session of Chatroulette Victimhood. But if you come next week, we might try it again. Actually, we're going to try to infiltrate either the New York Stock Exchange or the NASA supercomputers next week. That was the Merton Show, October 2nd, 2013. Thank you all for coming on. It's nice to see you again. And I will come back next week, and then I'll try to sing, play, and speak. I'll be strong, not weak, for all of you. Everybody, thanks a lot for showing up, and I'll see you next time.